Tell me about what kind of preparation you required to go to France on this trip.
Before leaving, I had one orientation with the AFS team in Indore, the AFS chapter Indore, and Nitin sir. They guided me about how is it gonna work over there, and what is gonna be the process for me in going to France. They told me how to behave, what kind of people there are, what am I supposed to do as I reach. And in India also I had to do a lot of things, like I had to write letters for my host family, for AFS, to tell them about me, my family, our culture, so that they be prepared for me. And I also received letters and everything from my family, AFS France, talking about French people, culture, so that I can be prepared.
Okay. So how was your overall experience on the trip?
My overall experience, I would say it was quite good because I got to learn a lot of things. I am independent, quite mature, as I was a little kiddish before. So now I feel grown up as per my age. Now I'm independent because as I've traveled alone in a alien country, alien city, alien place, so it's built up confidence inside me. Now I can go to anyone, talk to people, and I've learned the language. I've become more open-minded, accepting other cultures, other people.
Okay. How long were you there on the whole trip?
I stayed there for 2 months.
2 months, that's quite long. So did you have any difficulty in the language or something, or were you familiar with French before you made the trip?
I've been learning French in school since quite long.
Okay.
Though like going to the place where it's the language, like they speak that language, so it was quite difficult for me for the first week because I could not understand their accent, the way they talk, and that was quite rapid when they speak for me.
Yeah, they were very fast.
Yeah, they were really fast for me.
Okay.
So after a week, I understood what are they talking about, and then I started speaking with them.
Okay, that's very nice. Now, were there any other students from India, or were you the only one?
No, for this program, I was the alone one representing India.
Okay, and the group consisted of how many students?
There were 50 plus.
More than 50, huh? From all over the world. So that must have been a wonderful experience in sort of understanding various cultures and people from, speaking different languages.
Yeah, there were a lot of Africans, Italians, and the countries which generally spoke Spanish.
Okay, all right. So from Latin American countries.
Yeah, generally they were Latin American.
Okay, so did you make a lot of friends?
A lot of friends. This benefited me.
Oh, that's very nice.
Because I got to meet so many people, all the places, like different cultures, different backgrounds, different accents, different languages. And for 2 months it was 50 plus people, and there were many students for 1 year, 10 months, 5 months. There were more than 300 people.
Wow, that's quite a lot. So it was almost like a mini universe for you, right?
Yeah, but then I could not meet all of them. Like in France, we had orientations once in a month. For the weekend, we used to go stay with our friends, and the chapter oriented supervisors were there. They took us to the place where was the gathering, and we stayed there for the weekend.
Okay.
So it was quite exciting. You get to talk to everyone, learn about their culture, understanding.
Okay. So how beautiful is Paris? How beautiful is France? How would you describe the country and the city?
I would say Paris is like, I had like complete different mindset about Paris, but then it turned to be something else what I thought.
For good, I hope. It was a happy experience?
Yeah, it was really good. Like, it wasn't as per I expected. I think my expectations were a little too much.
Okay.
More than it should be.
What did you expect, and what did you experience?
I expected Paris to be a really glamorous place and people everywhere. But then it was like they were all interested in themselves. The French people, they don't like to interact much. They don't want to know others.
I see. Okay.
So like at school also, it was quite difficult for me to make friends.
Okay.
For the first 1 month, they didn't talk to me properly. I mean, the girls, they involved me, but then they didn't tell me anything. What they were talking about or anything such.
So how were you able to make friends with them, in the sense that build the relationships with them?
Yeah, I mean, like, I went out with my friends and all, so that made me talk to them more, interact more, and gradually all of them opened up. They started talking to me and everything.
Okay. So how curious were they about us in India?
I would say more than French people, others were like
I see.
people from China, America, Italy. They were more excited to know about India.
Okay.
A lot of my friends want to visit India.
Oh, that's very nice. So overall, say when you look back at those 2 months that you spent over there, what would be say 3-4 things which you feel were your learning and which you could probably pass on to other children like you, other students like you?
Yeah. I think I've become open-minded because the culture is different, completely different. So accepting new things, because there's nothing like what happens over there is not happening over here.
Okay.
So I was, for the first day, it was like quite weird for me to see everything there.
I see.
Because we don't pretend like that. So I had to be like them, I had to talk like them.
I see.
I had to talk on the topics they talk on.
Okay.
And they're completely different from India.
Okay.
So that made me open-minded, accepting everything. And then as per India, the food, we eat really spicy food. We eat a lot of salt and sweet. Over there, I used to eat salads, boiled vegetables.
Oh yeah. Very bland kind of food.
Yeah. So quite healthy diet.
Okay.
Like low salt, low sweet.
What about the people you stayed with? I mean, how were they?
My host family was like really good. Though my host brother, he was very good at English. He spoke really good English. But he stayed in Angers. Angers is a nearby city, and I stayed in the village because I was in the college.
Okay.
And he was in the high school.
Okay.
The French education program is there's school, then there's middle school, then there's high school. Then it's called school, college, and lycée. Lycée can be said high school in English.
Okay.
So my host brother, he was in a high school, and that was in the city. So he stayed there and he came home for the weekends.
Okay.
My host mother was really good to me. Because of her, I learned a lot of new vocabulary as compared to what I knew before.
Okay.
So she used to help if there was something I didn't understand. She used to search in the dictionary and tell me what is it in English. She helped me completing my homework for school.
I see.
My host sister was also really nice. She like spoke to me a lot. She was, I think, the closest to me.
Okay.
And it used to be like my host brother used to be there on the weekends, and if we used to go out, we had to talk something we didn't want anyone else to hear. We used to talk in English.
Ah, I see. So there was a secret kind of bonding between the two. Very nice. Now, if what would you say? Would you recommend this kind of a travel program and education program to other students?
Yes.
You would?
I would. It's a really good educating program because it's not like you're going there to visit some place. You're going there to learn something, to like learn skills.